Newsbank also has some other interesting features for searching or for browsing around. Now you know about suggested topics and you know about more search options, which is where I'm going to go today. We already covered searching using these boxes, but if you scroll down even further, you can search by a particular continent. Let's say I wanted to have an article from South America. Maybe something's going on in South America and I want their particular point of view. Let's say it's going on in Argentina. When I click on Argentina, on the left-hand side, it's going to fill in that box and it's going to tell me there's 4 newspapers from Argentina. And then I could go up to the top here and put in my search terms. It's going to narrow it here by the continent, and it should also narrow it by the country. So I could put in global warming, the date range, the lexile, and the word count, and get something from Argentina. Or let's say I need something more local. I want something from New York. I could go to USA, New York, or I could go to the Post-Standard in Syracuse, or from the Utica Dispatch. I could do that. Let's say I wanted to go into hot topics. What's been going on lately that's very newsworthy? So right now, for November 2019, here are our current events. They broke it down by some categories. So let's see what's going on in science and technology. So the first thing that's coming up is about Google, and I can see how they searched it. So they've got quantum supremacy here in quotes. All right, so Google's taking over. So they've got it in quotes. They wanted those 2 words together, and they searched Google. South Africa water conservation. Here's the items that they searched: South Africa and water. Kind of surprised this isn't in quotes. Australia, they've got Android tracking. So Australia and Google. So you can take a look and you can get ideas of search terms, and you can click on your article and open it up and search for articles that way. I can go back to my search, and when I'm scrolling down past the maps, there's also something called special reports. When you look at special reports, it's going to group by topics, and then it'll narrow it down even further. Archived reports would be things later in the news. You're not going to need that since Mr. Donnelly wants something current. But I could go into any one of these categories, let's say education around the world, and then it should break it down a little bit further. So here's the topics within that area, and I could go down to cost of college. And then here's the different articles that they have, and I could even click on more. It'll give me even more. So those are some other ways to browse around Newsbank to look for your articles.